What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge in 5. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. Now, Grace Remington is on assignment. However, show must go on. All right, let's take a look at how we did on on Monday here. And awful. So let me go ahead and say one thing. First off, I'm sure that the morning show really appreciated our contribution, to the overall efforts here. I'm sure that they appreciated that one. Number two, Matt Olson, we did get a home run out of that. We kind of called it, but we didn't bet on it, so I guess it doesn't matter really at all. Aaron Judge with 3 walks. That was a great call by Mike Barner. Other than that, there's really nothing good to say whatsoever. So we'll just move on from that one. Now, CBS Sports HQ. SportsLine. We're taking over here, the Early Edge. 1 p.m. Eastern, Grace Remington and Chip Patterson. You already saw that. 6 p.m. Eastern, Matt Snyder, Mike McClure talking about the Major League Baseball trade deadline and all the moves that have gone on. And then 8 p.m. Eastern, M Squared is back with our boy, Zach Simony. All right, enough of me yapping. Let's bring in the stars of the show here because we got to get this thing fired up. We've got to get this thing turned around. And there's no one better to turn this thing around than the coach. It's good to see you, sir. How we doing?
I woke up this morning. I'm all fired up. I'm at my parents' house in Kansas. 55th wedding anniversary tomorrow. That's no small miracle that they got that far, especially when my father had a heart transplant 5 years ago. My heart started pounding this morning. I know how he feels when I saw EC's X.
Now, hold on.
Me of, whoa. I'm not done yet. Now I'm done. Go, EC.
Well, I was trying to imitate AB. They say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Appreciate that.
And I tried it with the Brewers, and I failed. I came almost. Everyone was decided by a run, but or a hit or a run, but it doesn't matter. It was a rough day.
So, Coach, what he's talking about is, how I'll bet on the Braves, right? I'll have 3 plays on the same game. Well, EC was going to do that, which I told him is a good idea. If you have a team that is hitting and putting up runs, you can find multiple ways. I don't know why he chose the Brewers, right? I don't know why he went with the Brewers, but other than that, it's usually a good strategy.
It's all right, EC. It's okay. I mean, you're getting cold at the most important time of the year. That's great for the brand. But I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to release it right here and right now because I have faith in you. We have positioned you, and you're going to be the star of one of our 3 NFL future episodes coming up in a week and a half. Now, you cannot blow that one, can you?
No, I'm already doing research, Coach. My picture is with yours and AB's on the front that AB created. I mean, I am all about it. I am already studying to come up with winners, parlays.
What did you call it? The what? It's called a thumbnail, EC. It's a thumbnail.
Picture.
It's not a picture.
Picture.
Oh, my God. All the work we do, AB, and he just throws it away. It away.
Coach, you're right. I mean, we talk every day and, we go over every minute detail of how we're going to color our pictures that we put on YouTube and all of that. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a 3-year-old.
He doesn't have any words.
I don't even have anything to say.
Yeah.
I appreciate that my picture is next to your picture and AB's picture.
Well, it won't happen again. On that note, let's go.
Pick your brother up here. Help him out here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do much better yesterday. That U.S. women's game was absolutely atrocious. 0-0. The last time they didn't score a goal in group stage was 2015. I was still in college. Coach shaved his head to look good, not because he had to. I mean, it was a whole different world back then. So we got to go away from soccer after that performance. It was rough to watch. And I'm going to go with Ohtani over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -110. I don't care if Strider is pitching tonight. Anytime I can get Ohtani at 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -110, you have to take it. 25 games, the last 25 that he's played in, he's gone over at 18 of those games. That's 72% hit rate, averaging 2.6 hits, runs, and RBIs per game. Again, tough matchup with Strider, but anytime you're getting at -110, you got to roll with the numbers over time, knowing that he's going to hit this more often than not.
Well, all right. So I'm going to say you were just talking about in regards to last time it happened, you were in college. Well, I mean, you have 91 degrees. Have you ever not been in college, right? You've been in college your entire life.
Yes.
No. Yeah, I mean, look, you say Spencer Strider. I mean, Charlie Morton pretty decent pitcher, and the Angels lit him up like a Christmas tree from the first inning on. So, yeah, not a bad play there. Now, I'll tell you what. I have 2 plays from that same game. All right, I'm going to go so I can get out of Coach and EC's way here. And I'll leave it on screen here. We'll be real quick. All right, first one. Braves race to 4 runs. Played this yesterday. Obviously did not happen. I'm going to come right back over the top here, especially if Strider's got his good stuff. The Braves, in regards to playing them when they have a horrible hitting night, right? Like they are so either 10 runs or 1 hit. Like that's what they do, right? It reminds me a lot of LSU baseball. That's why we're going to come right back over the top. We're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to play race to 4 runs, minus 145. We're also going to play Austin Riley over half of a single at plus 105. All right. His hits, runs, and RBIs is already at minus 160. Don't want to play that. Don't want to play anybody that needs 2.5, 3.5, right? Because this could be a little bit of a lower scoring game. So I don't want to risk it there. Austin Riley, especially when he has an off night coming off of that bouncing back. I like him. 1 single gets us home plus money. There we go. All right. EC, any thoughts that you have on that?
Well, the Braves are due to bounce back today. They're not facing a University of Arizona alum like they were yesterday. So that is why they got shut down, AB.
Yeah,
I feel like AB, you said everything that EC does. You're like, you can't go with that. You can't go with that. You can't.
Yeah. No. I mean, you're absolutely spot on. Look at that face right there. That's
we're EC is like the Braves, right? He hits all of his picks or he hits none of them. Like that's just how
pretty accurate.
That was solid speculator. That was solid. All right. Get out of the way. Coach, you got 2 plays, man. Hit us with it. We got one.
Whoa. We're putting 0-3 in the Maestro spot today?
Yeah, we're going to let him bounce back.
Interesting theory, AB.
Hey, well,
by
Coach,
the way,
this is the people that we are. All right. We're going to set it up. It's about the team. All right, where you said Ballin.
Okay, I can support that. Ballin says we need an EC versus Coach showdown. I'm going to repeat what Frank Clark said of the now Broncos who moved over from the Chiefs. And if you haven't seen it, look up SportsCenter on the Twitter. They said, what's the rivalry like between the Broncos and the Chiefs? And he goes, well, to have a rivalry, it would have to be competitive.
Ouch.
And right now, this is not competitive. Now, there
are levels to this game.
There really are. And I am at the very top with 2 plays. One I feel really good about. The other one's more of a gut. Because players play with emotion. So I'm going to go with the one that I really, really like. And I can't believe that they are an underdog. The Cardinals at home against the Twins. I know the Twins have a good starting pitcher tonight. But the Cardinals, I can get a 1.5 at minus 147. Little juicy, but sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. So when you got Michaelis, however you want to say his name, on the mound, I'll take him. He pitched, 3 pitches last game when he got tossed by hitting a guy in the back? So he's going to be fresh tonight. I love the Cardinals. They're playing good at home. I like them. Now, this other one's more of a flyer because I don't know if everybody saw it about an hour ago. We were in the middle of doing the early wedge without EC, and the Mets have traded Justin Verlander back to the Houston Astros. So I love my little Houston Astros to win the World Series that are sitting in my queue, my future at 10-1. But for tonight, the Mets are in Kansas City. You don't think with all the players they've lost, you don't think that they're walking around saying, our management has punted on the season. Why should we even go out and play tonight against Zach Greinke of the Kansas City Royals? So I can also get 1.5 runs at minus 116. I get it. The Royals stink. But they're at home, and the Mets have nobody left, and their heart has been ripped out. And today was the final nail in the coffin with Justin Verlander going back to the team where he really became famous after the Detroit Tigers. So give me the Royals plus 1.5 at minus 116. Lock it in.
Lock it. EC, can you top that? Go ahead.
Coach, I gotta tell you something, Coach. That St. Louis pick was going to be the pick if I didn't do Ohtani. Our model actually likes them even on the money line, has them winning. Both the AI and the sim model both have them winning today. Good choice there.
Thank you, Specty.
The human computer agrees. There you go. EC. All right, now you got to pick yourself up, man. Coach is giving you the proverbial shovel to go last because that's the kind of guy that he is. All right, now, are you going to bounce back and do it and show up for him?
Well, we've had some trouble, AB, when Coach has been on the show with me in recent weeks. I've struggled. Tuesdays have not been my best day. Now, as I always like to say, if you fade me, I hope you lose. So you do what you need to do today. I'll just say that. We got 3 plays plus a golf play. The biggest parlay I've ever given out on the show will be in this segment. All right. We're going to roll with the Phillies
crowd
and Marlins.
should feel good about that. They
should. You're right. Biggest parlay ever. Phillies, Marlins over 16.5 combined hits at minus 105 on DraftKings. In 10 combined starts in July, Ranger Suarez and Sandy Alcantara average giving up 7 hits apiece when they pitch. That's 14 right there out of 16.5. The Phillies in 10 2/3 innings against Alcantara this year, 18 hits. Suarez gave up 8 hits in 5 2/3 against the Marlins in July. You're going to see a lot of hits in this game. Take the over 16.5 at minus 105. Hey, it's better than the juice that I gave yesterday. All those minus 140s lost. They killed my units for the year. I'm now down because of yesterday, so we got to bounce back. So we're going to give you some plus plays now. A couple of pitchers to record a win. Let's start with my Cubs and Justin Steele, the all-star, to record a win against the Reds tonight at plus 140. The Cubs have won 6 of the last 7 Steele starts, and he has 5 of those wins credited to him. He's 7-2 at home with a 2.97 ERA this year, and the Reds have lost 3 of the last 4 Ben Lively starts. He's also 2-4 on the road, plus 140. I think the Cubs are going to win the game. I think they're going to get on Lively early and still to get a win at plus 140. And then I tried it last week with Coach, and we just came so close. So we're going back to it. Alex Cobb to record a win for Spector's Giants at plus 225. So he had 7 1/3 shutout innings in Arizona earlier this season. He has a 1.09 ERA in 8 home starts. That's 6 earned runs in over 49 innings pitched at home in Spectorville this year, which is fantastic. He's given up 2 earned runs or less in 7 of his 8 home starts this season. Oh, by the way, he's facing Zach Gallen, who has a 4.97 ERA on the road and is 2-4. Giants need to bounce back after blowing the game last night. Alex Cobb plus 225. I love it. And then with Coach on the show, I had to do a golf parlay. I didn't do one last week, and it was a mistake. So I know Coach got all of his research, all of it, from the early wedge just by reading my fantasy golf column on SportsLine. I know he got all of it from there. So if you'd read that, you'd see that I really like Siwoo Kim, JT Poston, and Denny McCarthy at plus 1,400 to finish in the top 20 on DraftKings. They are 1st, 5th, and 7th in my power rankings, and you can read the article only at SportsLine.
AB, if you don't mind for a second, you seem pretty proud of that plus 1,400 number, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you take Siwoo Kim out and leave Poston and Denny McCarthy, and you play top 5 instead of your very soft top 20s, it goes up to plus 5,500, which is maybe a parlay that people can get on the early wedge with a real handicapper who called the 3M Open last week. I'm saying maybe. Just maybe.
All right. So 2 things real quick. All right. One, yeah, I saw you give it a shout out to your brother there in the City by the Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative.
I mean,
all right.
Yes,
Spectacle sounds great. I mean,
Yeah.
why not name San Francisco already?
And number 2, all right, Coach. So we're proud of our partners at 24/7 Sports, correct?
Of course.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
what they do when they grade recruits coming out of high school to college, it's on a star system, right?
Okay.
1 star to 5 star, 5 star being the elite. Grade EC's parlay 1 to 5 stars. What do you think?
Unfortunately, I've got to give it a 5 stars because all 3 guys play great on this course. Siwoo Kim has dominated over the years here. Denny McCarthy is a top 30 guy in the FedEx Cup. He's motivated. He wants to rise higher. And JT Poston is probably the hottest golfer on the planet right now. He would have finished second, but he went for the green last week and cost himself the quote of the year. JT Poston. You cost yourself $260,000. Do you regret that decision? He looked right at the guy and says, I don't come here for second place.
Nice. I like that. On that
So
note,
I love the parlay.
yeah.
But wait, does he come for top 20s, Coach? Because that's what I'm concerned about this week.
That's true. That's true. I think he does.
Yeah, we all do, right? On that note, everybody grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's go take a look at the recap here. EC, Phillies, Marlins, over 16.5 hits. Justin Steele to record a win. Alex Cobb to record a win. The Wyndham Championship top 20 parlay at plus 1,400. Siwoo Kim, Denny McCarthy, and JT Poston. Speculator is on Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. The coach is on the Cardinals, run line plus 1.5, and the Royals run line plus 1.5. And I am on Austin Riley over half a single, not to mention the Braves race to 4 runs at minus 145. Yes, Coach. Go ahead.
AB, I hate to ruin your flow, but there's several people asking about Tom Kim in the chat. He's the defending champion this week at the Wyndham Championship. They're like, I can't find him anywhere. He's not on DraftKings, or he had to withdraw, and he did it last week because he hurt his ankle at the Open Championship. So he is not going to play this week to heal up for the FedEx Cup playoffs. So there you go. Sorry about that.
No. That's good. Please, obviously, always do that. Look, we have Noah Stanley in the chat. He says EC parlay is 5 stars.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
Hey,
wow,
and let
Noah.
me say this. Yeah, let me say this. For anyone out there, who's been in the recruiting game, who's paid attention to it, Noah was pretty much there to start the entire thing. So
if anyone knows 5 stars, it's Noah.
Yeah, it is. Our man is 5 stars for sure. All right. Any final parting thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, I want to say one thing. The coach jinx is over. This is a great week. We align on our golf parlay, and you know what? That's going to bring me great karma for my baseball picks tonight.
I wasn't going to do this, but I guess I'm going to have to. A week ago on this day, by the way, I hate giving credit to Big Cheesy, but he had the line of the day when you said, Tuesdays are my worst day, and you went 0 for 3 yesterday. But a week ago, we had a double parlay, did we not? Like if one of us went 2-0, right?
Yep.
And you paid me by 7 o'clock. It was embarrassing. So I believe you have 2 picks tonight outside of the parlay, correct?
Well, I have 3, so I would have to choose 2.
Okay, I have 2 picks. I'm willing to run it back if you want to. I've got to hit my
AB.
2.
AB, hit the music.
It's gonna be a showdown.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going with Justin Steele to record a win.
Okay.
And the over hits in the Marlins Phillies. I'm leaving Spectorville out of it. No Alex Cobb tonight. It cost me last week. So we're sticking with those 2 against your 2, Coach.
The best case scenario for you is you won't have to pay me because I'm going 2-0. You just better hope you go 2-0.
Nice. On that note, everybody, pay attention tonight. We'll be active on our social media channels, Twitter, blasting it out to see who wins the showdown. Coach is basically the Chiefs against, I don't know, the rest of the AFC.
The Broncos.
Yeah, dominating, just completely dominating all of them at any moment. All right, we'll be live Wednesday morning, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Eastern for the early edge in 5. Coach, in their feeds right now is the early wedge for the Wyndham Championship, correct?
That's correct. We got the early edge and the great Steve Scott, full member this week. He's on site. He did a bunch of videos that we're posting at SportsLine social media, Twitter. I encourage people to follow there. He's got some behind-the-scenes looks, and it's from a gambling perspective to give you an idea of who you should play, iron players, all the slopes and the greens, incredible videos. So go look on social media. And the show is incredible with Patrick, Cia, and also Steve Scott.
Yeah, the shows, every week it is fantastic. And also, you put out a Bryce Young video, right, with Eminem in the background behind it, correct?
One more time. Say that one more time.
You had a Bryce Young video that we put out on all the SportsLine socials. Yeah.
Over 1 million views.
Yep.
EC, it would take you 1 million videos to get to that. So it is what it is.
100,000. I'd watch them. So you got 2.
Hey, I'm not going to lie, too. I'll say this to the last point, then we'll jump out of here. When Coach finished that video, he sent it over in a text to Snake and myself, and he said, boys, this one's going to go. Sat there, watched it. As soon as he sent it over, sat there, watched it. Yep. Immediately was like, dude, this it's badass. It's awesome. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out for sure.
By the way, EC, as long as we're plugging, or AB, as long as we're plugging things, I encourage people, even if you're not a TikTok fan, follow our SportsLine TikTok channel, because starting August 14th, we're going to be having content almost every single day on TikTok and on Instagram. Whatever the big story of the day is, every Tuesday, we're going to have like the top 3 stories of the week that I'll be doing. And all the guys are doing. AB has one up there right now. EC is going to be doing some. So everybody in the crew, TikTok and Instagram, we're going to dominate there too.
Yep, Coach nailed it. All right, go check those out. Make sure you check out the early wedge. It is in your feeds now. But until then, everybody, best of luck. It's Cash These Tickets. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks.